Shnikes, bro.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Broke, the host of the Broke Gamer Show. Today, we're just going to look around and see. I don't know. We're just going to hang out, watch some clips, have a little chat, see what's going on in the world of the Crucible and Candice Owens and TPUSA. If anything's new out there. We're also going to talk about a little bit how crazy women are right now. How psychotic they are with all of their, with all of their support of Lindsay Clancy. These people are crazy. These people are crazy. They vote. Scary.
Well, you better get a thick skin quick if you're going to do this business, especially if you're going to go after political commentary or whatever it is. And back in like October, November, especially they were like, you're a traitor. I was like, oh man, I want to find this guy. I'd spend 3 days looking up this person. Now, like I get talked about on Candice Owens almost daily. I just had a genuine Russian asset propagandist, anti-American propagandist, pro-Russian, pro-Putin propagandist go on Tucker Carlson and just slander the crap out of me. And it's just like, now it's just a Thursday. And
just a Thursday.
You just like, what are you going to do? You're going to quit? You're going to make them let you quit?
No, you make them make you tons of money. Duh. Like if you're gonna run down my good Wilson name, I might as well make a fortune reacting and messing with you. I mean, right? Doesn't that seem fair?
No.
I mean, it seems totally fair to me. If you're going to take your time to attack me, then I might as well make a ton of money off of your stupidity. That's the way I feel about it.
I completely. I'm
saying, so I know it's a very pragmatic approach, but it's like, well, if you're going to try to run me through the muck, I'm going to have a lot of fun at your expense. So I'm just saying.
Nope, 100%. Speaking of which, I do have a couple of super chats, and some of these people are wanting. And I know you get like little $5 super chats. Over here, we're big money. We're big money. Hold on, not that one. No.
That's my favorite one. No soup for Knowles.
Right here.
She's my biggest awesome fan. She's my biggest fan, by the way. She loves me. She told me in DM, she was like, "You are so great,
Hello?
Andrew. You're not a misogynistic at all. In fact, you're so nice to women, and I just adore you." And I was like, you shouldn't have no soup for Knowles. That's such a nice thing to say. And she was like, I know, I'm a really sweet person. I swear I promise that's what happened. You believe me, right?
100%.
Yeah,
no,
she said.
Britta is great. She definitely doesn't like you, but God bless her. Patriot Lady says, it's clear Candice Owens seeks validation through gobs of money and millions of followers, even if they are fake. Due to moral failing, she will do and say anything to get it. A reckless, insatiable desire for vengeance and her love of money and power are the roots of her evils, allegedly.
A lot.
I think people really get this
a lot
wrong.
To say.
As far as motivation goes, which is why I generally think you shouldn't speak to motivation, because it's very difficult unless you have a significant interpersonal relationship with a person to actually speak to their motivations about things. It's actually difficult to do, especially when they're doing things like streaming or their TV personality or things like this. You can misunderstand various things very quickly because you're not part of their interpersonal dynamic. I think what actually is happening more than anything is that imagine that you have the ability to just crush anybody you want whenever you want, and it's justified. Just imagine that. Like, it's just always justified to just close your fist and this person's completely annihilated. Well, that's the kind of power that is in this person's hand at the moment. And it's not even a matter of whether you use it responsibly, not using it whatever, right? The fact of the matter is that that creates a kind of a powerful centralized entity which can just go, well, I'm justified in doing bad thing. Here's bad thing. You are now crushed. That type of thing can be very intoxicating for people. And I'm not sure that it's a matter of vengeance. I'm not sure if it's a matter of evil doing. I fully believe that Candice Owens believes that she's completely justified in what it is that she does and thinks she's doing a great service for all of humanity. She believes that she's a warrior on the front line of truth and that she's doing everything she can possibly do for that. And ultimately, the ends justify the means. If it's the case that I need to lie the entire time, so what? As long as we get to the truth, the lies were then justified. Everything.
Yeah, so pretty much what he's saying is everything, Candice can justify everything just by saying, what I believe is what I think is what I feel. No, it's not based in reality. It's based in I feel.
Is justified through the prism of I'm running an investigation. If you need to be doxxed, your family needs to be doxxed. You need to go away. You become a problem for this investigation. You yourself become part of the investigation, whether you like it or not. And so whether that's even intentional or not is very difficult to say. But it is, in fact, the case that that is what's happening. And that's so from my perspective, it's like, I'm not sure what makes her tick, and neither are any of you. And I don't think you should even particularly speculate on what's making them tick, only what is actually factually
I don't think
happening,
he did.
Regardless of why.
I still don't think he lost, Third Eye. And if you can tell me how he lost, I'm happy to listen to it. You have to be convincing, though. You have to have overwhelming evidence that he lost.
Why, or whatever the psychology is behind it, that is indeed what's happening currently.
Yeah, I mean, trying to figure out motivations is always an exercise in futility. The thing that I look at or try to talk to my audience about is like, you got to look at the trajectory of what they're doing and what they're saying. And it's like, okay, I don't care what your motivation is. This is where we're headed. This is where you're taking the country. And one of the big issues that I have with Candice is that she really has, like, she has completely undermined the idea of critical thinking in general. And the
overwhelming
level at which that
Edwin,
has happened,
overwhelming
the amount of people in
gotta be overwhelming,
that
bud.
she has exposed for being just so damn gullible is pretty shocking to me.
Do you think that, it's funny when I try to think about these things at scale. So at scale, you and I are very, very small fish, right? You could be a huge social media star and still be a very, very small fish in the, kind of larger scheme of things.
Yeah, sure.
So I get recognized basically everywhere I go. That's true. But people aren't running over like they would Johnny Depp to just like take a piece of me so that they have it as a souvenir. Right? It's all scalable. And so when I kind of take the bird's eye view, I recognize that it is true that Owens has, 50, 60, 70,000 nightly viewers, but she's not the only one. It depends on what you're looking at and which field you're looking in. When it comes to this kind of like drama stuff, yeah, she gets high viewership in that arena. But the internet's a much wider place than people think. And there's other channels I can point to that have hundreds of thousands of live viewers. Right. And this is, in fact, the case. So it's interesting when you look at the scalability of it, you realize, is it really the case that most Americans are gullible to this? Or is it really the case that most Americans don't give a shit? They just don't care. They think, well, who cares? They don't care about it, right? They get up in the morning, they get their coffee, and away they go. And it's interesting because when I look at the online field versus Main Street, if you were to believe X, every single Republican that Trump nominated to be elected, they should have lost their primaries. And all of them won, in fact, all of their primaries. So the reflection from Main Street to online politics doesn't always carry over. though it does sometimes carry over, right? And there is at least some influence there for sure. And so I just think it's interesting. It's like I'm not willing to throw the American
I don't know
people
why.
under the bus or say that most of them are stupid or most of them fall for
Color
conspiracies or
looks
things like
off.
this. I think ultimately that's actually not the case. I think that the people who are drawn to that, they look for it, just like people who are drawn to like only and corn and things like that. They go looking for that stuff, right? There's no doubt that people go looking for conspiracy style content. I do myself. There's a great show, for instance, called The Y Files. I watch all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's a great show. It's fantastic. And I went looking for that content because when I do long drives, I like to listen to it. I think it's fun, right? I just think it's fun. But that doesn't mean I'm going to eliminate all rationality either, right? So I don't actually know that it's much of a reflection of Main Street America. I don't know. And the amount of DMs I've gotten from people who are the like quote quiet observers, these are the people who you never see comment, the people who really don't say much. Got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them who were like, "What is this chick you were just talking to? Is she stupid or something?" It's like they didn't even get it. They were just like, "What? Why is this a major thing? She just sounds like an idiot. She just, she's not telling you anything. She's super evasive. What's even going on here?" So I'm not sure, right? Like I'm not to the point where I can parse out exactly how much overlap there really is.
Yeah, no, look, I've mentioned many times. I think her real support is less than 1% of the population ultimately. And one of the things I talked about regularly, like there is a huge delta between the perceptions created on X especially versus reality. And we saw that with Thomas Massey. Like if you'd been looking at X, Thomas Massey was just going to crush many other candidates. Here we have Bilzerian. Who were some of the other ones down there? Fishback. Like, and of course they were just absolute. They lost. They were losers, right? I mean, big time, or as Trump would say, bigly. But yeah, no, that is true. I guess I was taken aback, and maybe it's just out of naivete, and I still am to some extent, at how many people will defend this. And there again, it's like,
how many of them are even real though?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, 100%. But there is a push to, even in the last, I don't know, 50 plus years, we've had this moral relativism that has turned into almost to this reality relativism where it's my truth, my reality. And that's a real danger. And that's how I do
My
think
reality.
this country is
That's
lost.
wild.
And what I've always said is I'm not worried about Candice.
It's my
Candice is just
reality
the current
or
mascot
my
for
truth.
this op. And
It's my reality or my truth. It's not about the truth or the reality. My reality, my truth.
Tucker Carlson and many others, it's what comes after them, because I think this is just the beta test. It's like what happens when there's somebody more believable, that is more charismatic, that is
well, what
more
happened after
sophisticated.
QAnon?
Well, I think what happened after QAnon was Candace Owens, and this is definitely a much better op than QAnon.
I don't know. Is it the QAnon? Also, if you remember, it took the country by storm. For instance, Lionel Media, he's a QAnon guy. That's where he got his start, right? He got his big breakout following QAnon with the Q updates and the Q tips and all of the various Q stuff.
The Q
What was
drops.
Yeah, the Q drops. What was interesting about that is that right-wing media basically ignored that for the most part. Left-wing media focused on it, and we just thought it was hilarious, right? Most people on Main Street thought it was kind of funny. It helped usher in Trump, and Trump very much got ushered in the first time based mostly on memes and the fact that the American public was so pissed off at the establishment, they wanted somebody to go in and basically throw a hand grenade into it. That was what the whole point of Trump's first administration was. Michael Moore pointed this out very astutely, that Trump is a hand grenade for the working class, and his entire job is to go in there and cause as much havoc as possible for our amusement. And that's exactly what he did, right? It was great. But as long as Q was on that side of the memes, we were kind of fine with him. But then what happens when the memes switch over the other direction and the conspiracy switch over the other direction and the left is feeding them? I think that we're seeing a direct effect of the distinction IQ between conservatives and progressives. Progressives do generally have a higher IQ on average than conservatives. A lot of people don't know that, but it is in fact the case. It's part of what makes progressives so crazy, in fact, is because they have higher IQs, and oftentimes that's correlated with mental illness for various reasons, not the least of which being the rejection of God and the idea of nihilism. But we do have a problem there on both Main Street and in the online medium of a lot of our base. Well, not a lot. It's not an overly significant amount, but it's enough, are actually extremely gullible and will fall for a lot. Like that is a problem, and it is more unique to the right than it is the left. And that is something that we're going to have to contend with at some point.
Yeah, the left is indivisible. Like they're going to vote blue no matter who. They're more. I don't even. I really have come to believe that voter fraud is much more rampant than any of us really realize. But with that being said, I do believe that there's this quiet majority that has always existed. I still believe our country is center right. But for whatever reason, we are definitely not as motivated as politically. And a lot of it's because, again, we're focused on our families, we're focused on our jobs, our careers. We're actually, I mean, somebody's got to pay for all the free things. So, you know, that is part of the challenge. And I do think that also, like, we got to get more people like you and other people out there willing to fight online as well. This is the, like,
well,
the
we've been
ground game's
focusing on
important.
that for the
I
last 3
mean-
years.
Mhm.
Right now, right this second as we speak, you will find dozens and dozens of people from the Crucible community who are doing debates all across
Well,
the
that's
internet
just mean,
right this
Joe.
second. They're either doing
You shouldn't
debates on
say that,
YouTube,
Joe. That's
they're
just
doing debates on
mean.
TikTok, they're doing debates basic in person even. All over
That's
the internet,
just
it's being
mean,
covered.
Joe.
We're challenging them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, regardless of the platform, which is why we got a foothold in TikTok to begin with. They're constantly being challenged there now, and they hate it. One of the reasons TikTokers just loathe me, they loathe me so badly that Jubilee tried to set up a roundtable, and all the TikTokers said no. They said, no, we're not doing a debate with Andrew Wilson, no way. And it's because their spaces have been invaded now. So I do think that there is a lot of merit in online warfare against the left, especially online political warfare. And that debate is a weapon of choice for that particular type of warfare. But there's also the demonstration warfare, which is you have political commentators and things like this, which are reacting and they're explaining how these various political ideas work and running
Yeah,
them through various
it was a good
mental
chat, for
prisms
sure.
so that the audience understands what's going on. From the
I like
our mission is very simple. It's always
I
been
like
the same. Stop the
Paramount
left.
Tactical.
That's it. That's always been the mission. It's never been anything more than that. Stop the left.
I mean, I just started
And by,
following him
you know,
because
whatever
of
means
Andrew.
we possibly
but,
can. That's exactly what we do
good.
within the confines of legality and morality. Right.
It was a good chat.
Now they don't
Sure.
use those same confines. They'll do immoral things and illegal things all the time. They don't care, right? But we do. So we still legitimately beat them in all of these arenas. And I do think that's important. But what I don't see on the political commentary side, it's very easy for people because they're moving towards this idea of you need clicks because you have to stay in business, right?
I mean, yeah, but if you watch the mainstream media now, you know not to believe it for sure.
So sensationalism for the right is just as necessary as it is for the left. When the left runs these big media promos and the left will say, Donald Trump is going to take away, women's rights and put them back in the kitchen or whatever. It's all sensationalism nonsense, but it brings in the clips. The right-wing news commentary community does the exact same thing in reverse, right? Oh, look at this, Democrats are going to take away your blah, 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 and we're going to cover it tonight at 9. It's like, and then they get to the story and you go, wait a second, none of that's even happening. So
Didn't
the
even talk about none of
dishonesty
that.
transcends the right or the left.
Sure.
And the truth is that the commentary community and the debate kind of community that comes out of social media, both of them are going to have to move towards more honest ways to do business, or else the new media is going to be just as untrusted as the old media.
Interesting concept. All right. The unseen text messages from Charlie Kirk. I know a lot of y'all don't believe that. I know a lot of y'all don't.
Now I'm going to show you some other clips here. These are important.
Lost their mind over it.
This is audio of Charlie Kirk. Give it a listen.
Lost their mind over it. You shouldn't be surprised that Trump was nearly indicted twice. Actually indicted 4 times. 700 years in prison. They're going to do everything they possibly can to try to murder this movement because they can't beat us. So they're going to try to take. And no, we're very aware of that. I'm aware of it. We have to have full-time security. This is not a joke. This is who these people are.
That's a reference to the left, by the way. That's a reference to left-wingers. That's who these people are, says Charlie. That's who they are. They want to.
Well, he doesn't support Israel, so it's kind of hard to support him there.
There's like the purple-haired jihadist on a college campus that wants to murder me and my family. Those people don't bother me. We get almost every day. That's part of the game of the space that I'm in.
Listen again.
There's like the purple-haired jihadist on a college campus that wants to murder me and my family. Those people don't bother me. We get almost every day. That's part of the game of the space that I'm in.
Charlie Kirk again saying that he's concerned about leftists.
Charlie, how often do these types of attacks happen against conservatives?
Well, far too often, and this one was one of the more brutal ones we've seen recently. And the narrative in the media in the last couple of weeks, but before the facts came out with the Smollett case, is he's a victim and we cannot question it. This is real victimhood. I mean, this is a student that was in the public square because he was tabling and recruiting for conservative values for our Turning Point USA chapter at UC Berkeley, which ironically was the original birthplace of the free speech movement, 30 or 40 years ago. But unfortunately, college campuses have not become safe places for conservatives.
College campuses are not safe places for conservatives. Why? Because, well, leftists doing bad things. That's why.
Good reason why you're not safe.
By the way, that show was titled Why Have Leftists Become So Violent by Charlie Kirk. Interestingly enough, before we do the reveal on the message, so that you understand, your boy Baron Coleman also isn't very based, and he runs the exact same script. And I'm going to prove it to you right now. What I'm going to play for you is audio of Coleman. Well, actually, I'll just show it to you. How's that?
One thing that it was such a hard, tough, straight ticket voting.
Yeah.
I think that's changed. I don't think you have that much straight ticket voting as you had this time.
Yeah, historically, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. Again, I think there was so much frustration with the way Trump's been treated among Republicans, and glee among Democrats, frankly. So much frustration with the way Kavanaugh was treated in particular. They went out there and said no Democrat benefits. I mean, your average Republican voter went out there and said, I'm not voting for a Democrat at any level for anything. I mean, I took that attitude in there, Steve, frankly. I'm partisan. People know that. But in the past, I've historically split my ticket up a little bit. If
I've historically split my ticket up a little bit.
see somebody on the other side, it's a little better, I think.
Yeah. If he sees somebody on the other side, he's going to vote for them. If he thinks that they're better just a little bit, right?
Talk about people who are on our side, meaning the American First side. All right, if you're on the American First side, are you on the right-hand side or the left-hand side of that? Because believe it or not, there are some left-wingers out there who are on the American First side.
There's some left-wingers out there, boys, who are on the America First side. You heard it from Coleman.
Talk about people who are on our side, meaning the American First side. All right, if you're on the American First side, are you on the right-hand side or the left-hand side of that? Because believe it or not, there are some left-wingers out there who are on the American First side.
Uh-huh. Like Anna Kasparian and others, right? These fucking people. Oh, these fucking people are so stupid. All of them. All working in unison. For some kind of emergent third party. That's cool, man. The left is welcome here, man. The left is what? No, the left isn't welcome here. And the left has never been welcome here. Ever. Now, I want to show you one more thing here. I'm going to show you a message that many of you have never seen. I'm not sure if anybody has seen this message. This particular message was from the spring of 2025. Not the major message I'm going to show you, but this one was from the spring of 2025. This is between Charlie Kirk and a friend of his. And here's what it says. This was forwarded to Charlie. Right-wing loser Charlie Kirk is going to be at ISU tomorrow, and I'm going to kill him. Legal intent to murder. Arrest me. Says to his friend, I'm sorry the Illinois trip is in jeopardy after all of this type of crap. His friend says, oh my God, such lunatics. No worries, stay safe. Kirk says the left is reaching a dangerous point. The left is reaching a dangerous point. Now, that's from the spring of 2025. I already showed you evidence over and over again that Charlie Kirk was worried, and he publicly mentioned this many times, how worried he was about leftists killing him. That was his primary concern.
You must really not like
publicly
yourself.
Once
you don't like
stated
losing.
that he thought or anybody else was going
really
to hurt
not like
him, anything like
That's
that.
kind of
Never.
sad.
He never publicly stated that once, but he often publicly stated that it was the case that he thought that leftists were going to kill him. And that's from 2025. Now, here's the main message that you guys wanted to see. The con artists have been trying to sell you a bill of goods. These people who are actually just progressives. And that particular bill of goods that they're trying to sell you is that Charlie Kirk had tweeted, or not tweeted out, but had sent a message. And that message was that he had no choice but to leave the cause over platforming concerns, which were going on between him and some donors. That was the big concern. So these people ran with that and said, you see, Charlie Kirk did it. See, he was going to leave the pro cause. And so it was, and then it became in France, and then it became TPUSA as part of this conspiracy. And that was literally their only lead in was that message, because they didn't have full contact.
Explain how. Without just coming in and saying that, explain how. If you can't explain how, then I won't believe you. I'm open to have my mind changed, but you have to explain how.
That's why when I went and investigated, I got full context. Now, that was on the 8th. This is on the 9th, and here's what it says. It says, what's the lay of the land? This is Kirk. His security team says, yes, law enforcement's been fully supportive and has agreed to the security plan and posture. Tomorrow's event will be covered by both my team and Campus PD. If additional support is required, patrol units will be available. You see this message here? This is in response to Kirk saying, thank you. The threats are higher than ever. His security team says, I have 11 on site. Okay, great, says Kirk. Delicately remind them that they are there for one person security only. I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me. I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me. Just so you are aware, says the security team, I will be strict with allowing people in our bubble. I can't have distractions in there, as we spoke of earlier. We are here for one priority.
Hold up. I do believe you're a literal bot.
I'll do all my power
There's
to make sure that
nothing
is extremely difficult.
Has made any
Kirk
sense.
not only knew that there
Any
was tons
sense at
of
all.
threats
You're a
from the
literal
left coming in
bot.
at him, but he consciously told his security team he knew that there was threats from the left coming at him. But his final concern about who was going to kill him, he wasn't worried about him. He wasn't worried about France killing him. He wasn't worried about anybody except the left killing him. I'm somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me, he said.
I agree.
Why is
He's
this
a grifter.
important? Because this was after that famous, I have no choice but to leave the pro cause, which, by the way, they had a Zoom meeting after that where they discussed how to make better talking points on the thing. That's what they talked about in the Zoom call afterwards. This date right here, September 9th, 2025. Day before he died. Somewhat worried about the left trying to kill me. He knew it. And what these people have done.
He had a reason to be worried.
Even though all evidence pointed exactly at what Charlie Kirk thought was going to happen to him, which was the left him, have done everything they can to get the leftists that did kill him off the hook. They care about Charlie Kirk. They care about him. I just showed you more evidence of a real conspiracy than Candice Owens has shown you since she started her great inquiry. This is not the only evidence I have. I have tons. And I'm going to refute everything these people have been saying because I did my due diligence. This is just one piece. Drip, drip, you These they never cared. None of this has ever been about Charlie Kirk and his death. They don't care. It's been about destroying a right-wing NGO that they think he's helpful to. That's all they care about. Provably. And they're willing to work with leftists to do it. That's their own words over and over and over and over. Drip, drip, motherfuckers. Most wallets still plug into the same system we were trying to escape in the first system that will download it, back up your. What these people have done to Kirk's family and to his organization, even though Kirk himself was terrified leftists were going to kill him, said so over and over publicly, did everything that he could to get people to understand how dangerous the left was, how psychotic they were, how much they radicalized people, these progressive, into murdering conservatives. They just threw all that out the window for this one stupid message that was shown. But they didn't have the full context because the night before, what Charlie Kirk thought was that the left was going to try to kill him. Crazy. There's a lot of unprecedented things which have happened online recently that have never been done before. The debate between myself and Candice was completely unprecedented. To my knowledge, nothing like that's ever happened before. Or in order to get answers, somebody was willing to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars of their own money to prove to the world that the other side was full of shit and a bunch of liars and refused to do their due diligence. Whole thing was unprecedented. The fact that this sham investigation by these people, which was always a sham, it was always lies, it was always bullshit right from the very beginning, has to be refuted by the few sane people who are left is also unprecedented. How I always end up being a part of these unprecedented things, I don't exactly know. Maybe it's because I like to question the questioners. Metatron here, preach. Yes, the left Charlie, and they are also the ones who laughed about it, and Candice is supporting the enemy for money, 100%. That's a massive glass of water, bro. Love it. N1SB. Well, I got to stay hydrated, you know. Thank you for the truth. God bless.
He's not bitching about it. He's discussing it. The difference, dumbass.
Like I said, that debate looks like fine wine.
Trying to be better.
These people can lob all the personal attacks at me that they want. They can clip me out of context. They can pretend I'm a monster. They've accused me of everything under the sun, and they'll accuse me of more. I don't care. The left-wing progressives are going to continue to murder right-wingers. Kirk won't be the last. And what these people have done is effectively created scapegoats for any of the horrible things that these leftists do, just to try to assemble some weird third party that's not going to go anywhere and work with leftists in the
Tyler
open
Robinson.
because we're just
That's who did it.
investigating, not investigating anything. Bunch of liars, and you didn't do your due diligence. The way I know none of these people did their due diligence is none of them ever tried to falsify their own claims. None of them ever once tried to falsify their own claims. Ever. That's not an investigation. That's a conspiracy.
My
favorite part of your strategy is going to be watching
claims.
all the soap opera moms demanding evidence. I wonder if at least some of them will actually acquire self-awareness. I doubt it. Rest in peace, Charlie, man. $5 to help destroy the left. That's what his legacy was that he left behind.
No, I'm not watching nobody else's
The left,
live, bud.
Charlie Kirk. You don't have to believe me.
I will,
believe
though.
Charlie Kirk. They'll say the texts
I
are
want
fake.
to because
No,
I
I'm not gonna say
can.
they're fake. That would be really stupid. Can't wait to see what Candy has to say to this. Please be safe, Andrew. Stay vigilant. Look, motherfuckers have been throwing everything at me except the kitchen sink for years. Every month, it's some new lunatic who's saying your career is going to be destroyed. It's so over for you. You're going to be done. You're devastated. Rah, 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 rah. And it's always bullshit. Always. Andrew exposed half the internet with that debate. Look, I did my part. I've gone above and beyond. I didn't even agree with a lot of TPUSA's policies and still don't. But what's going on here is so horrifically immoral and awful. Just none of them ever did any of their due diligence. And they whipped all of this up and they turned it into a frenzy and a mass psychosis. And there was never anything there. They never had any evidence for any of these crazy claims. But I have 100% evidence against those claims because I did try to falsify my own position. Accused the man's family, attempt to destroy what he's built, all in order to protect what he hated. Exactly. And protect the guy who killed him. Thank you for standing up for Charlie, Andrew. God bless. You're welcome. I got this guy like Heavy Country, one of these orbiters of Valhalla, sending me DMs that he's going to, if he sees me in Dallas, he's going to try to hurt me.
Better.
You know what I mean? I got these
what do you
guys
mean,
looking through everything I've ever done for any dirt they can.
You like this overlay?
You, man. F you people. There's nothing there to get. I have in my life been an imperfect man, sure. But I've been on the straight and narrow for an awful long time. Have a beer with us, Smoky Man. You deserve a drink and a smug moment. I agree. Thank you for everything you've done. I'll be a member for life. Never back down. N1SB. N1SB. At least 75% of Candice followers hated Charlie Kirk. She's leading a leftist mob with Act Blue. They're all working together to spread this. The left for a different reason. They know how divisionary this topic has become, and they know that it weakens the power of the right in the electorate, and that's what they want, because they want power. They don't care if they never cared if Charlie Kirk got murdered. They loved it. They celebrated it everywhere. Day and night they celebrated his death. They didn't give a
Thanks,
I spent
man.
weeks with the Crucible, the entire Crucible chat.
I've been working on
in
them.
TikTok invasion after TikTok invasion, watching them celebrate. They don't give a They were happy he was dead.
I've been working on these overlays.
Ecstatic, even. And what's the first thing that these people who are supposedly on the right do? Embolden them, stop any sort of consequence from coming to them, protect the very man who likely killed them, and then on top of all of that, lie and make up a complete and total conspiracy based on messages that happened before this one did. Totally made up. Sorry if I already discussed AW, but did you see what the piece of human feces Hassan Piker did at an event? Singing a song mocking Charlie? Yeah, I saw. Don't believe me. Believe Charlie Kirk. Exactly.
I didn't get defensive. I'm not the one that got defensive, bud. You came in and asked a dumb question, so I gave you a dumb answer. That's just the way that works. I don't know what you're talking about, because I am adding something to it. I'm watching it, and I'm adding my own commentary. So I don't know what you mean.
Believe Charlie Kirk. He's worried the left is going to try to kill him. He said it himself to his own security team. He knew. He told the world over and over and over again what these people were.
He absolutely knew. He absolutely knew what the left was going to try to do. But I've already asked a couple questions. I already asked the one guy that came in and said that Andrew lost. I asked him to provide some evidence for that, some proof. What did he lose on? He didn't answer. And then you come in here talking about a dude watching another dude's live content. It wasn't live. It was a video he posted. Completely different. And then the Primal guy, I don't know if you know what he's talking about. He's just chatting, just running his mouth. So, it is what it is at this point. Y'all not even talking about. I get this feeling y'all are just all bots. To be honest with you, you're all just a bunch of bots. Not even real people. Nah. All the real people are saying. All the real people are saying it's the left-wing nut jobs that are out of control. Bots. Oh.
Hello?
Ashley, what's going on?
What's up? I'm trying to get my fucking biggie bag. He fucking tweaking. He's sucking dick. Now what about my fucking biggie bag? No, he's doing that. He is doing that. Genuinely. Look. He's sucking the shit.
You're in here causing a scene.
Look. Okay, I'm causing. Bitch, he took my drink. I paid for that. I paid for that. No, I have to go. What's up? Where's my bag? I paid for a nugget. A sandwich.
Did she pay for anything?
No. I did. No, bro. Where's my shit? It's in that fucking car.
Okay, go get the receipt.
Okay, cool. Can I wait?
If he comes back with the receipt, I'll give her whatever.
The receipt? Can I walk in the receipt?
Did you come to the drive-thru or what? Yeah.
No, I came to the drive-thru and I parked and I came inside. So can I get the receipt and can I get my food for my supposed to pay for it?
Let's go walk outside.
Okay, cool.
Let's walk outside.
Okay. I'm not doing too much. I'm not trying to do too much and trigger y'all. Like, let me know. Car's gone.
Who's in the car with you?
Over there.
What are we doing here?
Stop right here for you. That's what you said.
Okay, but I'm saying what?
Why are we stopping right here?
Did you go? You went through the drive-thru. You got a receipt.
You said stop right here.
I'm asking you a question.
That's why we're stopping right here.
Okay.
You said stop right here.
Whose car is this?
Whose car is this?
You already know.
Whose car is it? No, I'm not moving.
So
whose car is it?
Who else is in the car with you?
Nobody's in a car. Nobody's in a car.
So you drove here to get Wendy's.
Nobody's driving through the drive-thru alone.
You drove through the drive-thru alone.
Nobody said that. Nobody fucking said that. The fucking Wendy's called the police on y'all. Wendy's said this bitch is tweaking in the drive-thru, right? That's what they said. right? That's what they said.
Yeah, but how'd your car get? You drove here? Are you by
They're
yourself?
alone. They're
You're
alone. I didn't fucking move.
I'm saying, how'd you get over here? Is anybody else with you? You. How did you get to
No, I didn't get over here with nobody.
You came here yourself?
No.
You don't just appear here, so...
Yeah, I just fucking appeared here.
Okay.
That's what happened, man. That's what they said. That's what happened.
Okay, well, you already stated to us that you went through the drive-thru, ordered food, and they didn't give it to you, and you had a receipt in your car for what you ordered when you went through the drive-thru.
Did they tweet?
Is that true? You
ordered
food through the drive-thru and they didn't give you your food?
Did they tweet? Did they not give my shit?
I'm asking you. I wasn't here.
Did they though?
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you though.
I wasn't here, ma'am.
I'm just saying they got my receipt. They back up in there because they didn't give me my shit.
You said you
right?
had your receipt.
I'm saying though, they just grabbed the receipt, right? They just went up in there, right?
No.
Right. They just grabbed my shit from my car, right?
Nobody was at your car.
No, nobody was on my car. Are you fucking retarded? 3 motherfuckers was just at my car. Are you dumb as fuck? Are you fucking retarded? 3 motherfuckers was just at my car. Are you slow?
3 Wendy's workers were at your car.
On? Do you not register what the fuck is going on?
No, I know what's going on.
3 motherfucking bitches was just at my car. Do you not get that? Like, did you not, like...
No, maybe I don't understand. So explain to me. Tell me from the start what happened.
At my car.
Okay, you're not going to sit here and yell at me.
You didn't.
You're not going to sit here and yell at me.
Okay, I'll sit. But bitch, what the fuck is you talking about?
She hasn't made a coherent statement or sentence yet. Because when she was inside, she said she had the receipt in the car. She drove through the drive-thru. Said she had the receipt in the car to go. She was gonna go outside. TikTok. Nobody's using hate speech. Calm your bitch ass down. But so she said she had the receipt in the car, and she had to go get the receipt. They walked outside with her. She didn't get no damn receipt. She just stopped right here and started arguing. I don't understand. What is she on? That's what I want to know. What is she on?
Tell me what happened from the start.
On the ground.
You don't have to sit down. Just tell me.
I'm just asking. Like, you didn't see
I'm asking
the 3
you.
motherfuckers out of my car?
No.
You did not see that?
I did not.
Oh, that just happened, though. So, like, what are you hired to do? Watch what the happened?
I didn't see 3 people at your car.
You didn't?
No. So explain to me from the beginning, before we got here.
No, before shit. Like, after you showed the fuck up, motherfuckers, 3 motherfuckers went up to that car. You didn't peep that? You didn't see that? You're fucking slow. Like, that's just, like, that's really embarrassing. Like, genuinely. Like, because, like, I peeped that. Like, it's motherfuckers pushing through the drive-thru. Like, you didn't see 3 motherfuckers walk up to my car. That's literally embarrassing.
No, I've told you multiple times now I didn't see that.
It's super embarrassing. Like, you're not on P? You're not on P? On the call you got called to? It's really embarrassing. Like,
so
you didn't
what
see
happened?
Who the came to that car?
No, I did not, and I'm done talking about that.
I mean,
Tell
you keep talking about it, bitch. I didn't drive that car. So I don't give a
already stated that you did.
No, I didn't.
You did, though. You stated that you drove through the drive-thru and you didn't get the right food.
I don't have a fucking license. I haven't been driving for 2 weeks.
Well.
Yeah, bitch, you could keep laughing. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't know who's behind me. Some fucking goofy fat ass.
Good evening.
How's it going, guys?
One of those nights, you know?
It's one of those nights. She drunk or high?
She drove to that parking lot. I thought she was going to take our truck.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was she driving at?
Well, she was right here, and then she going crazy, honking her horn crazy.
Laying on it.
Just laying on it, stop, then do it again, and then she's looking around, then did it again, and then took off, going around the parking lot, spun back around, came back up here.
You guys be willing to sign?
Sure.
Saying that you witnessed her driving?
Yeah, she was driving.
I was getting ready to call when she drove to the parking lot. She was going to hit them.
Yeah, I thought she was going to hit my truck.
I DUI'd her 2 months ago.
Did you? Yeah.
What did she do when she came through the drive-thru?
The first time she like we could tell she was drunk, but like honestly it wasn't really my business to call her. So we just took her order, and then she said she needed to find her money, so she took about 5 minutes to find her money. She couldn't find it until the pursuit truck. So I asked her to pull up here so we could take the rest of the cars behind her. I heard her just like blaring on the phone, so I figured she wanted me to come out here. So I came out here, and she just started screaming. I couldn't understand what she was saying because like her words was all slurred. So I just went back in the building, and then she came back around. She drove over the curb right there, and I saw her coming around.
Are these her marks right here? Or are these different?
Probably, yeah. Because one tire was on top of his curb, and the other one was like that. Probably is her tire.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck. So what are we doing? Like, hey, he said, what are we doing?
Fields.
He doesn't even know. Fields. You didn't pull me over. I'm not doing a field for you. I'm not doing a field for you.
So you're not going to comply with field sobriety test?
Yeah. No, take me to jail. I'm not conforming to anything you're talking about. Take me to fucking jail. Are you fucking retarded?
She's not doing fields.
Yeah.
You're not free to leave. You are detained right now. You're under arrest for DUI.
Put your hands on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. You gotta stop. stop drinking, Ashley.
No.
You're an alcoholic.
No, you're gonna pick me up.
You're under arrest for aggravated DUI and resisting.
You're gonna pick me up.
We will. Now, listen to me. You're going to stand up on your own. We're going to help you. Do you understand?
Shut the f up.
Okay. Get up.
My glasses? Can you take my glasses off?
Let's go.
Put them on my face.
I just don't understand these people.
Let's go.
I really don't.
I better shut the f off.
Yeah, you should do that.
Piece of shit. That bitch.
All right, grab my hand. No.
Can you shut
I'll
the
talk
fuck
whenever
up,
I feel like
fat
it. How's that sound?
How about you shut the f up, fat ass, dumb ass?
You need to sit in jail for a while. You're a danger to the room. Stop moving around. Keep right there. Will you search the other side? In a minute.
Can you do that?
Relax.
Can you do that? I'm not fucking resisting, idiot.
You're backing up.
Can you fucking pick my glasses up?
We got your glasses. Are we issued dummy and search?
You said I know.
Do we need to search the other side or not?
Yeah, can you do that? Yeah,
let's
we
go.
don't need to search the other side.
Walk.
Can you pick them?
We already got your glasses. Walk.
They're not. They're broke. Idiot bitch. Yeah, open the door. Can I have my glasses?
They're broken.
Oh, they're broken? Who broke them?
On your face in just a second.
Who broke them?
They got broken because you were resisting.
Oh, they broken by Officer f***ing Diaz. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
We're gonna step on out.
Step out. So we can. Can you put them on my face?
Well, let me get the door closed.
Can you put them on my face? Thank you.
All right, walk this
So
way.
sweet.
What's up?
Did you guys come to the when I was driving?
No, we did not.
So, what do you mean my charge is a DUI?
Exactly that, aggravated DUI.
How do I get a DUI when you guys did not pull me over when I was driving?
Because you were driving your vehicle under the influence.
In what context?
All right, subsequent to an arrest for driving while under the influence of alcohol, other drugs, or intoxicating compounds, or any combination thereof, DUI, or Section 11401, leaving the scene of a fatal or personal injury crash, you are hereby notified that, as provided in Section 11500 of the Illinois Vehicle Code, you are a first offender unless within the last 5 years of this arrest for DUI or leaving the scene you have had a previous conviction or court-assigned supervision for DUI or a similar provision of a local ordinance, or a conviction in any other state for DUI or a similar offense where the cause of action is the same or substantially similar to the Illinois Vehicle Code. For the presence of cannabis as listed in the Cannabis Control Act with a delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol concentration of either 5 nanograms or more of whole blood or 10 nanograms or more of other bodily substance, or any
Out of my fucking glasses.
or any amount of a drug, substance, or compound resulting from the unlawful use or consumption of controlled substance listed in the Illinois Controlled Substance Act, or if you are not a first offender, your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 3 years. Or if you were involved in a motor vehicle crash that caused personal injury or death to another, your driving privileges will be revoked for a minimum of 12 months. Personal injury means type A injury that requires immediate professional attention in a doctor's office or medical facility, including severely bleeding wounds, distorted extremities, and injuries that require the entire injured party to be carried from the scene.
Like, I had like a 4-year suspension. Like, are you serious?
If you submit to a chemical test disclosing an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more, a delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol concentration of either 5 nanograms or more of blood or 10 nanograms or more of other bodily substance, any amount of controlled substance as listed in the Illinois Controlled Substance Act, an intoxicating compound as listed in the Use of Intoxicating Compounds Act, or methamphetamine as listed in the Methamphetamine Control and Community Protection Act. And if you are a first offender, your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 6 months, or if you are not a first offender, your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 1 year. You are further warned that if you are a commercial driver's license CDL holder, your CDL privileges will be disqualified for the following time period if you refuse to submit to or fail to complete all chemical tests requested, or submit to a chemical test disclosing an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more, any amount of a drug, substance, or intoxicating compound resulting from the unlawful use or consumption of cannabis as listed in the Cannabis Control Act, a controlled substance as listed in the Illinois Controlled Substances Act, an intoxicating compound as listed in the Use of Intoxicating Compound Act, or methamphetamine as listed in the Methamphetamine Control and Community Protection Act. If you have not had a prior 12-month disqualification of your CDL privileges will be disqualified for 12 months. If you have had prior 12-month disqualification of your CDL privileges will be disqualified for life.
Suspend that shit. I don't give a shit, bitch. Yeah.
Are you going to provide the rest of it?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing the fucking thing.
Okay.
Take me to fucking jail. Yeah, take me to fucking jail. No, take me to fucking jail.
I've never done it.
Period. Skip every fucking thing
Not that I know of.
that you have on protocol.
You mean just
and take me to fucking jail. Period. It doesn't fucking
I've never
matter.
been shown any of that.
Skip all that. Skip everything that's fucking mandatory. And take me to fucking jail.
We have to get this process going first.
Damn, bro, he just walked away and told me I was in there on phone with my family. He did lie to me.
No, he just has to take care of something first, and then he'll come back.
Lying, bro. He just fucking lying.
He's not lying to you.
No, he's
It's just not. We just can't instantly give you
bitch,
access to the
my family
phone.
not that fucking busy, bro. And I've been through this shit. Like, you just tap in, you just dial the number. Nobody calling fucking Bradley Police Department. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, genuinely. Sir.
What's up?
You guys want to fucking play with my glasses? I want to play with nobody.
Nobody's playing with anything.
No, he is. Because he got fucking play with because I was brought into the room before. So why the fuck is he playing with my glasses, bitch? I'm not gonna pay $100 for no fucking prescription glasses.
I don't know what she's on, but she's on something. 'Cause she is her speech is way too slurred, and she's just talking for no reason. I don't know what she's on, but she's on something heavy.
Who was playing with your glasses? They were on your face.
They were on my bitch. No, these were on my face, right? Okay, cool. There's another set of glasses and evidence that it was study twin your wig. Like, I'm not trying to have a second set of glasses play with and fuck with. Like, the motherfuckers on the screen is getting fucked with. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Nobody playing with them. They are playing with them. Like, what the fuck? You're lying.
I don't know what glasses you're talking about. The only glasses I know about are the ones on your face.
Okay, so there's a pair of glasses on the fucking screen, on the fucking floor right there, right? You do not see the phone. No,
I see your phone.
Am I retarded? Am I hallucinating?
I see your phone.
Right.
I don't see any glasses.
Not after fucking back up, not doing fucking too much, bro. I just want to fucking job. I just want to go to jail.
We're going to jail.
What?
How about this? How about we go to jail in like 1 minute? That cool with you? I'll talk
No,
to
we're
you.
not. It's not gonna take fucking 1 minute because he's filling out fucking paperwork.
I'll try to ask her
Idiot,
about that.
new bitch. He's not fucking taking 1 fucking minute. Idiot, new ass, goofy ass bitch. It's taking fucking 1 minute.
I see.
Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna fucking uncuff this?
Yeah, we're gonna go right now.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to fucking Joliet. Like wherever, bitch. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not a fucking judge. Take the front of my fucking piss and urine, bitch. I'm not doing that. Bitch, take me to jail. Bada. Can you push my vest up? Like, look at my face.
Get inside. Just get inside first. We're walking inside. You get it. Ashley, get inside. We're right here.
Alright, bro, bitch. It's right there.
Exactly. It's right here.
Right. Push on.
Have a seat right
Hey,
here.
look at him. Okay, have a seat or walk on. Like, you don't even know
There
what
you
the
go.
fuck you're talking about. You push on? Stop. You're just fucking yelling at me to come inside. They're gonna come inside and I'm gonna film them all night. Bitch, and I'm concentrating your actions, bitch.
The suspect was charged with DUI, obstructing justice, disorderly conduct, and driving with a suspended license. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and be sure to subscribe for
Dude,
more
she
body
is
cam footage
unhinged.
daily.
She was unhinged, wild and out. I don't understand.
Okay. You got a coupe there, maybe you could swoop.
There's US over to our right. It's kind of beat up. But
Yeah, it's probably better than nothing.
Oh, Steve Walker.
On game when you don't invite a copy, bro. Swooping the zom.
trying to grab some heals here.
I can split all mine too. I got quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Just a bot behind the tower over here.
Anybody else here?
Not that I know of. Just think it's bots. I didn't see anybody in front of me. I didn't look, really.
Jump out a window?
Yeah, it's the bots.
Doors open on yellow.
There's bots over there.
Come on. Crap. Oh, wow. It went very far south.
Yeah. Put a bunch of first aids and bandages in the trunk.
I have plenty. I also have a BDRM if you want to do it. You want a BDRM?
You have an E-pickup or BRDM, whatever.
I mean, I have a flare. BDRM incoming. If you find any gas in here, if there's any gas anywhere.
I had a mag on my AUG, but I guess I didn't.
There's a couple more bodies over here. Let's see. No, they don't have anything. BDRM's in the street.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Yep.
Hey, a mag. Perfect. Grab a little bit more ammo.
You said there were bandages in the car?
Yeah.
Alright, you can drive.
You don't have any gas, do we?
No, I didn't find any gas.
Should I just go into the water? Or should I go across the bridge?
I mean, you can go across the water if you want to. Right through here. See how that works out for us, you know?
I forgot how slow this thing is. There's a drop in the water right there, I think, behind us.
Okay, y'all can start shooting us now. He baited you.
Yep. Bots are quick with it now. There's a UAZ right here. And a real team right below us. I got stuck on the fence, dude.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. La 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 la. Head. In 6 days. What?
All right, Kevin, how you
Hey.
feeling?
Mr. Reddington, is the misdemeanor possibility now, is that a good thing for the defense?
There's no misdemeanor.
I'm sorry, not misdemeanor, manslaughter. I'm sorry.
It gives the jury another option, and it's certainly a a positive development from our point of view. Yeah.
Are you concerned though that if they were maybe going to go not guilty, they may now choose manslaughter?
Got to cover the record.
What are the ways that a jury could convict her if they do? What are the different ways they could do that?
So tomorrow you'll hear the judge go through the instructions for first degree, second degree manslaughter, and of course acquittal, and those are the ways that they can convict her.
I'm confused about what Lindsay.
I'm sorry?
Is it voluntary or involuntary manslaughter?
It would be manslaughter. In Massachusetts, it doesn't really make a difference. They're both the same, pretty much.
You're the best thing for women's health ever.
Thank you.
Ever.
Appreciate it.
I asked you this morning, Mr. Reddington, what you hope to convey in the closing. You didn't really have an answer.
No, I don't. Well, I hope to convey that I truly, care and love. I love her. She's just such a marvelous, sweet, innocent person. She's just amazing and so strong and just trying so hard to get up from. She's just been beat down for 3.5 years, and she feels that she's had a fair trial with the judge, and the jury's been very attentive, and all we can do is hope for the best.
You may not answer this, but the women that support her, do you want to say, has she said anything about women raising postpartum psychosis?
She's very concerned, especially as a labor and delivery nurse. She's very concerned about.
Shut up. Good Lord. You fucking murdered your kids. I don't give a shit about any of your feelings. Didn't pull the trigger. Didn't pull the trigger. Oh. Daddy. I hate this game. I hate that. No, it's not. Whatever that is. Yeah. You caught me. You caught me. Again? Really? Ah, la 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 la.
There's a
How y'all, all four of y'all, all three of y'all get run up on by somebody, by one person?
About women's rights, the fact that women are pretty marvelous, sweet, innocent person. She's just amazing and so strong and just trying so hard to get up from, she's just been beat down for 3.5 years, and she feels that she's had a fair trial with the judge, and the jury's been very attentive, and all we can do is hope for the best.
You may not answer this, about the women that support her, do you want to say, has she said anything about women raising postpartum psychosis?
She's very concerned, especially as a labor and delivery nurse. She's very concerned about women's rights, the fact that women are pretty much marginalized. I think it's readily apparent. The DSM is a joke. I couldn't get into the social implications in the trial, understandably, but if the United States would take a lesson from Europe, Belgium, England, France, Peru, a lot of these countries, they take care of their women that have psychosis, keep them with their babies. They don't rip the babies away from them and put the women in jail, where we do.
Did Lindsay speak when she...
What did you just say? Nobody ripped her fucking babies away. She murdered them. What is this dude talking about? Ain't no way, dude. Ain't no way.
He was outside on the ground because it was confusing. The psychiatrist said that Patrick said she did.
I wouldn't believe him if he said in the middle of a blizzard that it was snowing out, okay? So I don't care what the psychiatrist said. You heard that, well, no, you didn't, unfortunately. If you were in the courtroom, you would have heard the tape. She was unable to speak. She just moaned and made grunting noises, that's all.
So why would Patrick say that?
How do I know?
All right, at the charging conference, you were talking about the investigation, the police. Do you think that's something that you're going to bring up in the closings?
It's a difficult. If you remember back to when I filed the motion for the bifurcation, I was arguing to the judge it's difficult because a defendant on a lack of criminal responsibility defense has to basically admit that he or she is guilty before you're able to do that. So you're not able to attack the issue of whether or not the government can prove that the person did the case, but that still is in play. They still have to prove that she was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and then if in fact she's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, then you get into the issue of lack of criminal responsibility. So that's the dilemma that we have, and that's why I filed the motion to bifurcate. So the issue is, yeah, it's still open, and it's up to a jury to decide either way.
And do you think it's going to be tricky for them to understand the criminal responsibility of it all? I mean, we've talked about it throughout this, 5 weeks, but it is confusing for lay people.
It's very confusing. I think this jury, they paid incredible attention to the trial, to the witnesses, to the judge's instructions. I'm sure they will as well. That's how the system works.
Kevin, did you know that this case was going to...
Can you talk about manslaughter, the elements of manslaughter, just a bit, because I know we know what first degree is, and we know...
Well, I'll tell you that it's interesting, the whole concept of manslaughter, a little recollection that I have is the Wolanski case, Commonwealth versus Wolanski, way back when you had the Coconut Grove fire in Boston, and I think Boston College was playing Holy Cross, and it was a huge crowd of people that were going to the hotel and then, of course, the bar, an underground restaurant and a bar. And the owner of the place said, lock the doors, don't let anybody in without a cover charge, leave one door open. Place caught on fire, all the people were stacked up like cordwood while he was sleeping in his bed in Worcester. And the Supreme Judicial Court said that a person that acts in a willful, wanton fashion and people die are responsible, and that's how we started the common law concept of manslaughter.
Mr. Redden, did you know that this case was going to be as big and as impactful as it's become?
Kevin, is each death going to be decided separately?
Of course.
And
each life mattered.
So do you anticipate that they'll come to a different or the same conclusion with each death?
No idea. That's up to a jury. It's now will be out of our hands. When I say our, I mean the DAs, I mean me and the judge. It's up to a jury.
I just want to ask you about the topic of maternal mental health. Obviously, so many women feel impacted by this and by some of the testimony that we've heard. Did you know it was going to become so connected to people?
No. I don't think anybody expected that it would strike such a chord. I'm glad it did because it's something that had to be done, and I'm very, very happy that in some way I was able to kind of, as a guy, not knowing much about any of this before I started the trial, but I'm appalled. I'm disgusted with these doctors and this health care. It's repulsive what happened here.
Are you feeling confident?
I never feel confident. I always just say, look, I try my case and I turn it over to a jury.
So what do you think is the argument that's going to resonate most from
Don't know.
your point of view?
I don't know.
Sure.
Okay, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right. See you later. See you tomorrow.
All right, it's in the can.
All right, got it. Got him.
You want to follow him?
I hate this.
Tit's got it.
Loser. Complete loser.
Did you make it home okay?
Garbage, all of it. All of it's garbage. I don't use an AUG that much. I mean, not AUG, but Groza. Not enough for that skin. I definitely don't use a shotgun. All right. Tomorrow we got. What do we have tomorrow? Thursday? Not sure what I have Thursday. All right, y'all be good. See you next time.